on the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Past the 20. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 5. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Blake groupie now for the extra point. Good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay up.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. But 1st down, Hurts. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw.
INT, it's Carr. He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr sliding out of the pocket. He's got it at the 15. plays here. This one going for 29. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 88 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 73 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a 1st down. They run with Thomas. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Kamara up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first. So as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On play action, it's Carr rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the... It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
Carr now on first down. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
2nd and 10. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Looking long for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now Carr again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On play action, now Carr, eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And there to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard.
Strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run it again with Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints have taken the lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it will probably work for us. And here, it does.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football.
Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Play action. Now it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From midfield, here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr looking middle, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. They go play action with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints 12-yard line.
Brown goes in motion left. Man at the left side is Brown. Have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A touchdown catch. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 46 yards. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So these two teams matching each other's score for score. This last touchdown, that bumps the lead back to 7 with the extra point to come.
And it's a heck of a way to play, isn't it, partner? You feel good about it because you continue to keep the lead and your offense keeps scoring, but you sure would like your defense to make a stop.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Shaquille Leonard in there to blow that play up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. quick throw here out to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And quickly, they get to the line. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now a play fake. Carr rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Carr now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to print.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
2nd down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here in the 4th quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final try now for Carr. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
First off, my name told, but it's really